It's Hatsy and welcome to part 15 of Let's Play Witches. So I do know that it has been a while since the last part, but to be honest, I've been focusing on the new series so much and I've decided to make these parts a little bit shorter and focus more on the machinimas. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'm hoping that I'll be able to be more reliable with it. But also, I've had some bad internet stuff happening, so a lot of stuff going on at the moment. But okay, we have some stuff to talk about. Because Damien Merchant has passed away. And he passed away down the altar to his own wedding. Like, can you even believe it? But everybody's devastated. The Grim Reaper has visited to, I guess, collect Damien and bring him to the Netherworld. And he's going to be with the Spirit Witch now. Because the Spirit Witch is between worlds. So I would imagine that the Elder Witches are going to try their very best to bring Damien back. So for anybody that's really worried about Damien's future and stuff, they're probably going to try and bring him back. But just so you know, bringing somebody back will have consequences in the witch world. And usually you have to trade a life for another life. So who are they going to trade? That's why Amelia may be looking a little bit shifty. Now, it's not because her life's going to be traded. It's because she would most likely know about Jenny. I mean, how could she not? Jenny would always be waiting outside for Damien, and it's looking like something's going to be happening there. We shall see. I don't know what just happened to her, but she just lit up. Did anybody else see that? What just happened? I have no idea. But also, Balthazar's ghost girlfriend's here, so I don't know whether she's sad about Damien or whether she's sad about Balthazar betraying her for Vivian, I guess. We're also going to repair this. Who would most likely repair this? Okay, so I just made a terrible mistake and I didn't realise that Drakon moved in with the family because I had to do it for the machinimas. So he's just like being a bit weird below. But luckily nobody saw him and it's strange, you know, because Drakon, I would imagine that because everybody's so upset right now, they wouldn't even have realised him. It's just one of those things. So there we have it, Drakon Farewell returning home to his castle after finally bargaining with Marielle and breaking free from the promise that he made her. So just so you all know, Drakon did make the promise and he did keep to it. He really couldn't backtrack on his word. You know, after he promised something, it's pretty bad of him to let her down, and she could have very easily turned him back into the ice sculpture. So he's kept his deal. He will be able to carry on living in this world and he'll be able to have a life, I guess. I hope he finds his brother though, because if anyone remembers about Adam, he's still locked in the basement. Okay, so we have some of the boys at the house. Everyone's feeling a little bit uncomfortable, I think just from the lack of sleep, just because everyone's absolutely shattered. So I guess that Balthazar would have Damien's bed because this was originally Damien's bed and now he's going to have it. So we've just arrived at Elizabeth's house, the boarding school, just to see how they're getting on, and I would imagine that they're getting on a lot better than the other house. Because the wizards are taking it really badly, but that's because they were very close to Damien. Just remember that. The girls are quite sad though. Eleona's gone to bed and, oh, Devon's just sad. She just wants to like cry under her blankets. I don't blame her. It's really sad, you know, but I don't want this episode to be completely about sadness because look who's very happy. Yes, it's Marielle. She's very happy. But the thing is, she probably doesn't know what she's got herself in for because she probably thinks that everything is going to be fine now without Damien in the picture. She doesn't have to marry him, but that's going to have huge consequences. And also remember about the curse that is going to happen if those two don't marry. Well, there's a very high chance that that curse is going to happen now. But no, she's just looking for comfort in the girls at the moment, so she's spending a lot of time around them. And they're probably catching on that she's not as upset as she makes out that she is. The strange thing about this situation is the fact that Elizabeth won't even be aware of what her daughter's done. She's just so blind to it, and she just believes everything that she does. And that's really bad. Now, I can't remember where I put the bathroom. Okay, it's over there. So Elizabeth's feeling pretty happy. I hate when that happens. I really do. I have a mod to prevent happiness. So yeah, that's why it like cancels it out sometimes in The Sims. Stay fine instead of happy, but it can be a little bit frustrating, especially like when you're trying to set the scene and the Sims are happy when someone's died. So school starts for girls in an hour. So just before they go to school, I really want Eliona to text Onyx and just see how it is, because I feel like at the moment he would be, you know, really upset about Damien, and she would probably just see how he is because they have a little bit of a thing together. So I feel like life's going to be a little bit different now with Damien out the picture, as strange as that sounds. And I would imagine that Marielle's probably going to go and visit Adam's house pretty soon. Maybe not in this part, but she would definitely go over there, and maybe now she would see a future with Adam. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this part here, and I will speak to you all in part 16. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.
So, we all know the reason for calling this meeting. If we can find out who poisoned him, we can exchange their life for his and bring him back.
What about the curse?
In my mind, there are no suspects but Marielle. Have you all forgotten about the disappearance of Calvin too?
Please, be respectful of my daughter Agatha. She is grieving the loss of her lover.
You would have to be a fool to believe those two were ever lovers. Do you believe I am a fool, Elizabeth?
Silence! You should both know better. That is slander. Slander is taken very seriously. Did Damien have any secret enemies? Lovers, even? Then it's obvious. The red-haired witch will be found and brought here.